L-glutamine, or 2,5-diamino-5-oxopentanoic acid, is a supplement that is commonly used by athletes, bodybuilders, the critically ill, and those with gastrointestinal issues. What is the science behind this supplement?
L-glutamine is a non-essential amino acid which is often referred to as glutamine. It is made from glutamic acid by the action of the enzyme glutamine synthetase. It is the most abundant amino acid in the plasma. In the body, the majority of glutamine is stored in skeletal muscle tissue, with the remainder in the lungs, liver, brain, and stomach. Glutamine contains two ammonia groups. One originates from its precursor, glutamate, and the other originates from free ammonia in the bloodstream. Therefore, L-glutamine acts as a nitrogen shuttle and helps protect the body from high levels of ammonia. Glutamine can act as a buffer, accepting excess ammonia and then releasing it when needed to form other amino acids, amino sugars, nucleotides, and urea. Its ability to accept and donate nitrogen makes glutamine the major vehicle for nitrogen transfer between tissues. In addition to nitrogen shuttling, glutamine is used as a preferred fuel source during stress conditions by rapidly dividing cells, such as those of the small intestine, immune system, and hair follicles. L-glutamine also plays an essential role in nucleic acid synthesis. It supports protein synthesis and skeletal muscle maintenance and regulates glucose-glycogen metabolism, and it is a critical substance for the cellular immune response.
Glutamine is used and produced mostly by the liver, kidneys, brain, and the gastrointestinal tract. The liver is unique in that it contains anatomically distinct regions for glutamine synthesis and utilization. It is a major source of glutamine during periods of increased demand. The liver uses glutamine for synthesizing glucose and urea. In the brain, glutamine forms a precursor for neurotransmitter substances. The kidneys rely very little on glutamine except during cases of metabolic acidosis. A number of other organs and tissues in the body have been identified as either net producers or net consumers of glutamine, such as the lungs, the muscle, and epithelial cells of the gastrointestinal tract.
Glutamine can be converted to other amino acids, to glucose in the liver, and can be used to synthesize nucleotides, amino acids, and protein. Glutaminolysis in rapidly dividing cells provides both nitrogen and carbon for the synthesis of purine and pyrimidine nucleotides, which are required for DNA and RNA synthesis as well as for energy. It can thus assist in glucose regulation and can also reduce protein breakdown in muscle. And due to its role as a nitrogen shuttle, L-glutamine supplementation can help to naturally balance pH levels.
Under conditions of stress, the body's need for glutamine exceeds its ability to synthesize glutamine endogenously, and intracellular glutamine levels drop following extreme physical exercise, after major surgery, during critical illness, and glucocorticoid use. Glutamine is known as a conditionally essential amino acid, as it becomes essential when individuals face disease or certain catabolic states, such as muscle wasting and after bone marrow transplants. L-glutamine can be found in animal proteins, as well as in plant-based protein sources. The supplement form of L-glutamine is popular in the fitness community. L-glutamine is found in high levels in both casein and whey protein too.
1 hour of exercise can cause a 40% reduction of glutamine in the body. Thus, it is not surprising that L-glutamine is well known as a sports supplement. Amino acids play an important role in regulation of muscle protein levels. L-glutamine supplementation has been shown to promote skeletal muscle glycogen storage and exert anti-proteolytic effects on the non-contractile protein component of rat skeletal muscle. In one study, 31 people took either glutamine or a placebo during 6 weeks of weight training. Both groups showed improved muscle mass and strength. However, there were no differences between the two groups. Although glutamine supplements have not been linked to improvements in muscular strength, they have been reported to decrease muscle soreness and improve recovery after intense exercise. Athletes undergoing a strenuous workout schedule may be able to reduce the risk of infections by supplementing with glutamine. A A study of endurance athletes reported that taking 5 grams of glutamine right after an athletic event and 2 hours later significantly reduced the occurrence of infections over the following week. Specifically, 19% of the glutamine group reported illness compared to half of the placebo group. Glutamine's benefits in athletes may be mediated by its effects on the intestinal barrier. Prolonged endurance exercise is known to reduce blood flow to the GIT, which can cause intestinal cell damage and lead to leaky gut syndrome.
The small intestine accounts for the largest uptake of glutamine of any organ, absorbing this amino acid from the lumen of the gut as well as from the bloodstream. Glutamine is the primary metabolic fuel for mucosal cells or enterocytes which line the small intestine, as well as for immune cells in the gut. These immune cells are important in the maintenance of gut integrity, as the GIT is continuously exposed to the exterior environment via the substances we swallow. By promoting gut integrity, L-glutamine can prevent bacteria and toxins from migrating from the intestines into the general circulation. In clinical studies, L-glutamine has been shown to benefit patients with ulcerative colitis and inflammatory bowel disease, as well as leaky gut syndrome. Leaky gut syndrome is essentially the main cause of autoimmune disease. Intestinal inflammation associated with food sensitivities is also reduced by L-glutamine supplementation by suppressing inflammatory immune responses. Glutamine helps to improve irritable bowel syndrome and diarrhea by balancing mucus production, which results in healthy bowel movements.
Fibroblasts, lymphocytes, and macrophages use glutamine as a metabolic fuel, as well as using it for nucleotide synthesis, which regulates cellular proliferation. The dependence on glutamine in fibroblasts make this nutrient a vital component of the healing response in wounds. Glutamic acid, cysteine, and glycine are involved in glutathione synthesis. Glutathione is an important intracellular antioxidant that can mediate the immune-enhancing effects of glutamine supplementation.
The first clinical trial of glutamine in serious illness was performed in bone marrow transplant patients. Results showed that glutamine supplementation decreased mortality and resulted in a shorter length of hospital stay in critically ill patients. L-glutamine has also been shown to reduce tumor growth and to improve mortality in cancer patients undergoing chemotherapy.
Glutamine plays a role in glucose regulation. It can regulate gluconeogenesis and enhance glycogenolysis to increase muscle glycogen stores even when insulin levels are low. Short-term supplementation with glutamine as part of a double-blind placebo-controlled study was shown to markedly improve cardiovascular risk factors such as hyperlipidemia, hyperglycemia, high blood pressure, insulin sensitivity, waist circumference, body weight, and body composition in individuals with type 2 diabetes. Research has indicated that glutamine supplementation can lead to a 400% increase in human growth hormone, which can elevate resting metabolic rates and post-exercise oxygen consumption, and can assist in weight loss.
The brain is also regarded as a glutamine producer, mostly due to its need to detoxify cerebral ammonia accumulation. In addition, glutamine is an important precursor for synthesis of the neurotransmitters glutamate, aspartate, and gamma-aminobutyric acid. These neurotransmitters can affect alertness and energy levels. A disruption of the glutamine-glutamate cycle in the brain is implicated in epilepsy, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, anxiety, depression, and alcohol addiction.
Most amino acid supplements are safe in recommended dosages, but consumption of any one amino acid in excess may interfere with protein metabolism. Use of amino acid supplements in sport is not prohibited by the World Anti-Doping Agency. In a meta-study of 550 publications on glutamine supplementation in serious illness, no evidence of harm associated with glutamine supplementation was reported. Since glutamine is already produced in the body, it's not necessary to take in great amounts in supplement or food form. The minimum recommended dose of L-glutamine is 10 grams per day, but this can be increased to 40 grams per day for competitive athletes or people with serious health conditions.
In this video, we have demonstrated the important role that glutamine plays in multiple organs and disease states. Glutamine mediates its effects by altering metabolism, preserving muscle, and maintaining gut integrity and immune responses. And taking glutamine as a supplement has no negative clinical side effects. We would recommend glutamine supplementation for critically ill patients, as well as overtrained endurance athletes or those experiencing extreme stress. However, in terms of supplementation for muscle growth, there is no evidence that glutamine helps improve body composition, although it has been shown to play a role in exercise recovery.